What's good, everybody? What's good? I hope you're all well. And I am just chatting. I just wanted to record something today, specifically for my TikTok. Because I'll admit, it's been fun. Like, the short time that I actually was being consistent, it was actually decent. Um, Being consistent has been difficult for me, and not just because of me. It's like when you don't have a clear. It's like my living situation has been up and down for a good while now, and I didn't want to talk too much about that, as I'm not trying to like pull nobody's heartstrings. I'm not trying to get anybody to feel sorry for me. It's been a little frustrating, and it's like not having a solid, consistent, like, productive place to operate out of. It gets frustrating. It's one of the reasons why I'm in this park so much, because it gives me some sense of consistency. This park is open every day, right? The time might vary. I think it's closes a little earlier on Sunday, but it's something I can walk to. Is open every day, even during the winter time. If you want to be in the park when it's cold, they'll still open it. And because, not having had a consistent place to stay, a consistent relationship, I have some friends, like the friends that I would consider the closest are my straight friends that I met in high school. And, everybody's getting old, everybody's moving, people done had kids, got married. I'm the only one in that friend group that doesn't have any kids or never got married, or again, this is not me complaining. This is why I be sometimes hesitant about talking about certain situations, because then people assume I'm asking for something. If I don't ask for something, I didn't ask for something. It's that part, and that part is annoying, right? So now it's like, when you don't tell people what you're going through, you're accused of hiding. I know there's a lot of people who consider me to be secretive, but these are also people that literally don't ask me anything. I feel like people keep expecting me to volunteer information I don't have to volunteer, and they probably don't ask me because they know they aren't asking from a genuine place of actually caring about me. Like, if you're being nosy and you're just being nosy, you're probably not gonna ask me the questions. Or whatever reason, people got too much pride and ego to just ask questions. And at this point, I don't actually care. So don't ask me the questions anymore. I'm at a place in my life where I don't really care. I was open to answering questions before, but now, no, never mind. And the transitioning, I've been transitioning now. I am a female to male transition. I'm in my 40s. I've been transitioning for about 7 years now. And I have to say, like, the hardest part of transitioning has been dealing with the pharmacy. The nurses are nice. The clinic staff is nice. But dealing with that pharmacy, up until about a year or so ago, maybe like 2 years ago, they finally got a non-binary / trans person in there who also happens to just know what they're doing. I'm sorry, this bug's out here. So, like, I have Medicaid, and there's certain things you are allowed to do, certain things you're not allowed to do, and sometimes, if you're dealing with a hater, they don't tell you certain things, or they'll give you some wrong information, which they already did once or twice. They basically keep giving, and I get it. I understand that people who are not trans have a lot of apprehensions around transness. People are kind of still weird. They, like, even staff in the medical industry, right? They have their personal reservations. They try their best, I guess, to show up for their job, but you can tell if somebody has certain personal reservations that they brought to work. And so like that's been kind of difficult. I actually like the nurse practitioner that I have now. She's really straightforward. I appreciate that. But like I said, I don't know what's going on with their pharmacy. I mean, I have my suspicions, but I really don't know. And so, summertime's ending. It's the last 2 weeks. Like this weekend, I checked the weather. It looked like it was going to be cloudy all day. I come outside, it's sunny all day. Like I could have went to the beach. You know what I mean? So I've been having that kind of weird, I had some coffee. Maybe the coffee got me feeling a little irritable. Sorry for the pause. Some passerbyers decided they wanted to take some pictures over here just now. Anyway, and I actually pretended like I was still talking so they can feel like they're disrupting a conversation when I had you on pause. But yeah, it's just like, and so in light of all of that, I've been creating again. I just dropped something. I've been creating again. This is me just kind of exploring the world of this damn tree. Okay. Right? That's because I'm tired of sleeping on the couch. Right? It's like I'm in the living room on a couch. Which is definitely bad for my back in the long run, I'm sure. Sometimes I actually just sleep on the floor on purpose because it gives me more of a flat surface. But I've been creating. I'm creating. I'm like, you know what? I needed to get out of this limbo energy, right? It's like there's that in-between space when you know that you know what you want to do with your life. And and it's like, I guess it's that quiet before the storm. It's kind of an in-between. I mean, although I feel like I'm coming out of the in-between space. Like maybe that's what's uncomfortable. Yeah, okay. See, I'm talking myself through it and sharing at the same time. Okay, so yes, it's called leaving the comfort zone for a reason. And so it's like I'm slowly but surely leaving my comfort zone, and I guess I'm feeling the discomfort of that. And that's why I mean, like, I'm not really complaining. I'm just saying out loud. Sometimes I'm just sharing out loud for the sake of sharing. I like to show by example that I'm a safe space for sharing. This is a safe space for sharing. And I have no problem going first since it is my channel and I'm the one inviting you here, right? Okay, I'm gonna pause it because the people are walking by again. All right, I'm back. People keep walking by, and I mean, I guess it's where I'm sitting, because it's a huge park, but you know how parks have multiple little entrances, and this happens to be the one that's like right next to the parking lot. So people have a tendency to go this way, even though I've seen they always end up coming back because this is not really the main entrance. But and then it's always the stairs. And I know some people are just kind of like mad that they didn't think about bringing their own umbrella to the park too. Most of these tables have umbrellas, but I like to bring my own so I can sit wherever I want, as opposed to having to pick one with the umbrella. And they make noise. Like they catch wind and it rattles back and forth, and that's actually kind of annoying. But anyway, so I've been creating, right? I have a tendency to, for me, the creating part is becoming easier. Like I used to be way worse around the time between I have an idea and when I actually like start making something. And I actually started experimenting with the bleach dyes last summer. Yeah, I've been creating, I actually started experimenting with this last summer. And my hesitation is always, because sometimes I just be making things just to make things. I like to make things. I ain't always necessarily I'm like, I can make these to sell. That's cool. And you know what I mean? It's like now it's a matter of like getting tables and figuring out what street I want to be on, and like, do I want a table or not? You know, like I don't have a car. You know, I DJ'd majority of the time that I was DJing. I DJ'd when I started DJing, it was before Uber. I just like it. It gets tired. It gets a little tiring doing everything by yourself, and it's annoying when people think that I'm like keeping secrets. It's also, you know what I mean? Like I'll invite people to create together, and then people be like, nah, and then I just go live my life, and then now those same people think that I'm just gonna share with them all my plans and ideas after you decide not to build with me. Like, no. And so now people are treating me like like I have secret. Like, I don't have a secret. I have what's my business, and I have what y'all don't ask me. This is it. This is the secret. Oh, what a big secret that is, right? I don't have no secrets, to be honest. But I don't know. You know, I lost my train of thought a little bit, but I kind of want to post it as is because I feel like I'm actually just being myself, which was the general point, was me just showing up as myself more and better, stepping further out of my comfort zone, and reacclimating, and then step further out, and then reacclimating, and then step further out, which is essentially what I've been doing, and getting back to my art. You know, I see these quotes all the time that say something along the lines of like finding yourself. A large part of finding yourself is basically like reclaiming the things you loved when you were a child, and literally just figuring out. I mean, there's fun ways to do it, but if you're trying to make money, you just figure out a way to make money around that same thing. If you're really into cartoons, maybe we should write some animations together. I would love to do animations. I have all kinds of ideas of things that I would like to do. And 20 years ago, I didn't think I was trans. 15 years ago, I didn't think I was trans. It didn't really occur to me until about 10 years ago that maybe I actually am. What's really funny is when I was a kid, I did used to joke in my own head about getting top surgery later in life. I'm like, that sounds like a fun thing to do when I'm old. Cause like my dysphoria is not 100%. I'm not on 100, so like that was part of the confusion. Like what was insecurity versus what was dysphoria. And I had to do a lot of going within spiritually when it came to actually making the decision to shift medically. But I also realized at some point that my life was just not going to go. It wasn't going to go the way I wanted it to go as long as I wasn't living in my truth. So like I realized that was a large part of it, and part of the reason why I maybe transitioned late. And it's like once I started medically transitioning, it was definitely like, dang, I should have started sooner. Although like I'm glad I didn't start super young, but I wouldn't have mind starting a little bit sooner than I actually did. Like late 30s. It is what it is. And so, yeah, I feel like 2026, when you think about it, 2 plus 2 plus 6 equals 10. And so 10 is a combination of 1 and 0. Like 0 is nothing, but when you put a 0 next to a 1, it amplifies the 1. And so this is very much a number 10 year. You know, like last year is the number 9 year. 9 is definitely has to do a lot of endings. I feel like there were several deaths last year and into the beginning of this year. And someone actually, R.I.P. Full Moon is the guy. There's a guy that lives in my neighborhood who goes by the nickname Full Moon. We generally call him Moon. And I actually forgot till my mother mentioned it, like that his whole nickname is actually Full Moon, who passed, I think about a week or two ago. And I'm not gonna lie, there's been a couple of deaths in my neighborhood the last couple, this past year, and I'm not gonna lie, that's the one that made me go, oh. He was a good guy. He was always nice to me. He was always courteous to me. He ain't never been weird around me. He ain't never been creepy around me. And he's someone I imagine maybe even doing business with one day, right? Because I've seen him in action. And he's been with the same lady for a couple years. I'm sorry, this one. And so R.I.P. Full Moon. That's fascinating. Maybe I will do a tarot reading after this just general post. But that's all I've been doing. That's all I'm doing here right now. It's just talking to you about life in general right now, and I guess trying to recap the last couple years. This probably came out a little messy, but that's just because I don't do it often enough. And so I hope to see you soon. All right, take care, everybody.